mock draft and all that shit right there, you will see that, I've been looking through all the mock drafts, man. It looks like if you get Makai Lemon at 7, you forcing it. You forcing Makai Lemon at 7. Let's see where this CBS mock draft has Makai Lemon posted at. Let's see where Makai Lemon is posted at. All right. We got Makai Lemon going in the first round, number 20 pick to the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know about that move. That could be a move to kind of, get rid of George Pickens. In the future, you have a security blanket. That's cool, but if they got him going around 20, I found some trade bait. By doing some research. The New York Jets are trade bait, man. Hey, somebody get Adam on the phone, tell him he need to get motherfucking he need to get them folks in New York and the Jets on the phone, because they trade bait. They trade bait. If you would take a look, now this takes Adam Peters to do some wheeling and dealing. If you would take a look, the Jets got the number 16 pick. And of course, because they record so sorry, they got a high second round pick. I don't see them giving up that 33rd pick, but they got the 44th pick, which is Dallas's pick. Can Adam Peters somehow trade the number 7 pick to the Jets, and we take their number 16 and number 44 pick? So their first round pick, number 16, and their second round pick, 44, and whatever else come with that. But can we do that, right? Can Adam Peters really roll the dice? You know what I'm saying? Can he hit 7 off break? You know what I'm saying? Or is he a guy that just hit his point? You know what I'm saying? I look at this as a guy that can hit his point. And Adam Peters, he's been doing a great job this all season. Last season was last season. We're gonna leave that in the past. We gonna move on. I like the steady progression to positivity. I like the steady progression that we've seen, and fit looking like it's supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? So can Adam Peters hit his point? And what I mean by that, instead of trying to hit the splash, instead of trying to hit your 7 off break with the number 7 pick, no pun intended, can you trade that pick to a team that's desperate for talent? Can you trade that pick to a team that's desperate for talent in the Jets, and take the Jets number 16 pick and number 44th pick? At least. And whatever come with that. Now, if that's the case, if Adam Peters does do that, I look at that as hitting his point. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that 16th pick, I've already done videos on Kenyon Sadiq. If Kenyon Sadiq is available, I gotta go with Kenyon Sadiq at 16. If he's available. This mock draft got him going 13, but if you look at mock drafts, he's anywhere between 13 and 25. You dig what I'm saying? We can still find an explosive receiver, an explosive pass catcher for Jaden Daniels, all while getting stockpiling picks to make the team better overall. If you look at the team right now and how it's constructed, competition everywhere. And that's all we can ask for as a fan, man. That's all we can ask for as a fan. Now, at this 16th pick, if Kenyon Sadiq is there, I'm going Kenyon Sadiq. I know he got the freak athlete. He could be, boom or bust. But I believe, if you're going to coach him up. And a guy like that can be explosive in an offense with a guy like Jaden Daniels. And then you got Terry on the outside. Now, if Kenyon Sadiq is not available, there's some options. There's still options. I can see Makai Lemon still being available at this number 16 spot. You could pick up Makai Lemon, pick up the number 44th pick, and then you move on from there. You know what I'm saying? That's a move to make as well. I've made other videos on Elijah Surratt. Elijah Surratt is a move that can be made later in the draft around the 3rd round. Wide receiver out of Indiana. He is your true X receiver. A true guy, strong hands, fade guy, red zone opportunity guy, slant guy. He's your AJ Brown. If you're a Commanders fan and you want an AJ Brown prototype, that's Elijah Surratt out of Indiana. Now, shit, man, bro, hey, this draft coming up, man. Adam, bro, you got opportunities, man. There are opportunities all throughout this draft. But let's stick to the point, man. Right now, we talking about Makai Lemon, right? This is the only way I see is picking up Makai Lemon. Trading back with the Jets and drafting Makai Lemon at number 16. Right? So let's take a look at Makai Lemon and some of his highlights and why he, fits the Washington Commanders. Like a lot of people say he does. Looks like career total is 137 reception yards, 2,000 yards receiving, 14 touchdowns. Had a breakout season last year. Let's check him out, man. Makai Lemon. Hey, bro. Hey, Ty, we'll take it. We'll take it, Ty. We can control traffic, man. I don't want to hear none of that.
I'm not dropping him for that. I've got Makai Lemon still at 12 because his tape is that good. And I got news for you. Makai Lemon's...
Hey, so he got Makai Lemon at 12. So 16 may be, maybe a little stretch, but hey, you can only trade with who want to trade with you. You can't create, we could go back to it. You can't create scenarios for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be what it gotta be. It gotta be what it's gonna be. And if you've seen over the past couple years, since the NFL has gone to round 1, first day, round 2 and 3, second day, a lot of these teams are keeping their picks because, you don't want to go a whole day without feeling like you accomplished anything. So a lot of these teams do keep their picks on draft day. They might trade it before then or whatever, but on draft day, you can tell a lot of these teams ain't willing to trade away their first round pick and not choose and not pick anybody, and not have a prospect to pick in their first round. Reason why I say that because you can only trade with who wants to trade with you. And I can see the Jets being a desperate team that wants to add top tier talent ASAP. They got rid of their top defensive lineman. They got rid of their top linebacker, Quentin Williams, the Williams brothers. They got rid of Sauce Gardner. You know what I'm saying? So they made a bunch of subtractions. It's time for them to get, top tier additions. And I can see us trading that number 7 pick for the number 16 pick and the number 44th pick. And whatever else come with that, come with that. If AP can get more, shit. You know what I'm saying? But because when you look at it, who can we trade back with? Who can we trade back with? Can't trade back with nobody for real. These guys right here, I don't think they got rid of Hendrickson. Are they looking for a premier D lineman? They got the guy from last year who they had contract disputes with. Caleb Downs seems right. he's playing at Ohio State already. Uh, these guys may be a suitor for a trade. The Miami Dolphins, just because new regime, uh, might want to make a big splash somewhere with a top receiver. They might try to go get Carnell Tate to match with Willis, uh, or they might try to get one of the top, defensive players at 7. So Miami Dolphins, they're trade bait. I wouldn't trade with Dallas just because they're in the division. Fuck them niggas. I don't see us trading with them. Everybody that used to work for the Redskins, they hate us for some reason. The Ravens are trade bait. The Ravens are trade bait as well. So the Ravens are trade bait. The Bucks, I don't got no read on the Bucks. The Bucks be doing Buck shit. And the Jets are good for it. The Jets are good for it. So that's why I'm looking at, trading the 7th pick for this first round, number 16th pick, and so on. But yeah, let's go ahead and, continue the Makai Lemon talk. Let's see what everybody got to say about him. We've seen some good, we've seen some bad. And that's okay. We try and get to know the guy. I mean, you try and get to know the real guy. We don't want no guy coming out here being fake, in this area will chew you up, man. So